there's a message in the number. 19, there's power in the number. 19, will you watch the number? 19, there's God in the number. 19, the number of our Savior. 19, makes the devil wonder. 19, my God is bringing on the thunder. 19, we can continue making thunder. Triple darkness, half the lightness, to the top and light that made me God. Mama told me so, my papa told me so. The songs of vindication of red life, oh yeah. There's a message in the number. 19, there's power in the number. 19, will you watch the number? 19, there's God in the number. 19, the number of our Savior. 19, makes the devil wonder. 19, my God is bringing on the thunder. 19, we can continue making thunder. It's too bad. I'm so sad. You haven't taken time to grow your mind. No time. But I've got to rise. Destroy the enemy who tried to keep us blind. You haven't taken time to grow your mind. No time. But I've got to rise. Destroy the enemy who tried to keep us blind.
Assalamu alaikum. and welcome to another broadcast of Black Wealth Empowerment. I'm Brother Jesse Muhammad, as you know, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. I know we kind of threw you off for a moment there. You did not expect to walk right into a party, but you know we having a party with a purpose every single Sunday here. And so we thank you so much. That was the song, The 19. Come on, you already knew what it was. That was from Brother Rasul. He was jamming with us last week, so we couldn't help but start off with him because that's Brother Dow's favorite song from what we're told. So again, we want to thank you again. We have a wonderful program lined up for you. So as always, this time I get a chance to pass it back over to my brother, the host, the co-host of the Black Wealth Empowerment Google Hangout, our beloved brother, Brother Dow Muhammad. Brother Dow, are you there?
Walaikum salam. You can't see me, can you?
Oh, we can see you now, brother.
Can you see me?
Yes, sir.
You can see me now. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak. Welcome to another Black Wealth Empowerment Live Google Hangout. We're happy that you decided to join us tonight, brothers and sisters. We pray that your Ramadan is going very, very well. As always, we've been in the laboratory, been in the lab, and seeing what we can pull out of the from behind the black curtain, so to speak, so we can bring you something of value for your time this evening. And we do have some content today for you, tonight for you. We're going to talk about wealth, what is wealth, so we can start shaping our minds around wealth and what's required for wealth building. But before we get into all that, as always, we want you to participate. This is a platform of participation, brothers and sisters. This is not a lecture. This is not a presentation. This is a dialogue. All right? This is a dialogue. In order to dialogue, in order for us to hear from you and for you to participate, you know what you have to do. You have to go to the private, elusive, exclusive fan book page. That's right. If you're watching us right now, just click below us and you'll see the web link there, livevirtualnetworking.com. Click there. Or if you have your browser open, just click your browser, open it up, go to Facebook, and type in the search box right up there to the left, right next to the F icon, there's a space. Put in there, Black Wealth Empowerment. Black Wealth Empowerment. Click there. You'll go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page. That's where all the interaction goes on. That's where the networking goes on, brothers and sisters. That's where your questions are entered. That's where you put your notes. That's where the activity is. That is the interactive live virtual networking. Now, this is your first time. If you came through a backlink or a side link or got a forwarded invitation, welcome, welcome, welcome. But we need for you to join our group. We need for you to find the join button, click there, so myself or Brother Jesse can welcome you in. That's the only way you can participate. If not, you'll just be a bystander. And we don't want you to stand by. We want you to be actively involved in this process because we're practicing the things that will make us wealthy. So with that being said, Brother Jesse, go back to you. Let's see who's there. Let's see who's checked in. And here's what I need for you to do, brothers and sisters that are listening, that are already members. Come on. Members have to lead by example. Members have to set the example for the new members. We want you to put in your name, your city, what mosque you're from, and your business, your organization. What do you do for a living? What would you like to do for a living? If you're in school, what are you studying? When will you be graduating? So we can network, brothers and sisters. We are a nation within a nation, and the power of the nation is its gross national product and networking within itself and within its own nations or its own boundaries. So that's what we're doing here virtually live here on this platform. So with that being said, going to my co-host, the host with the best, the host with the most, Brother Jesse, what's going on in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group?
Yes, sir, Brother Dow. Well, we want to thank our beloved Brother Hannibal Muhammad. He's the first person to leave a comment to give us a greens. Of course, we know our brother is a multi-talented photographer, graphic designer. He's in banking. And so we want to welcome Brother Hannibal for being the first person to post inside the elusive, exclusive Facebook group. I think everybody must be slowly but surely. Those who ain't fasting must be finishing up a meal or something, or they either fell asleep on us, Brother Darryl. But everybody is watching, but they haven't posted in the group. So again, we need everybody. We want you to go ahead and get it in, because Brother Darryl, we have 30 people that's waiting to come inside the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. But we need everybody who's already in to post your name, your city, your MOS number, and your business venture. We need you to post that.
30 people, now, Brother Jesse?
We have 30 people that are waiting, brother. 30 people that are waiting to get inside this Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. But Sister Diana Muhammad, she has just checked in, Brother Darryl. Our sister out of Mars Mariam in Chicago. The sister is the owner of DeAsia Vu Designs. Welcome, Sister Diana. Diana, thank you so much for returning. But again, everybody, your name, your city, your MOS number, and your business venture, we want you to go ahead and make sure you post that inside the group, because like Brother Darryl said, it's about networking. You're not supposed to be on the sideline at a party. You're supposed to jump in and start dancing. So go ahead and post immediately. So I'll keep you posted, Brother Darryl.
Absolutely, absolutely. No wallflowers here. I'm sorry, brothers and sisters. No wallflowers here. One thing about building wealth is about growth, and you have to grow. If you've been a wallflower up to this point, brothers and sisters, now it's time for you to stop holding up the wall. That's what they have beams for. That's what they have 2x4s for. So they don't need our help in holding up the wall, okay? So welcome, welcome, welcome. We're excited that you're here, and pray to Allah that you're excited to be here. Welcome, Brother Hannibal. Thank you for being here. Sister Diana, thank you for being here with those beautiful, beautiful garments that you make out of Chicago. We can't wait until we have you as a guest on the show so you can let the whole world know and see the beautiful work that you're doing. So welcome, everybody. We want you to go into the private Elusive Exclusive Facebook page. That's where it's happening. That's where it's going down. That's where you're going to meet everybody. Introduce yourself. Comment to other people's comments. Put flyers in there. Put postings in there. Put your URL in there. Brothers and sisters, it's time to get this thing done. It's time to build wealth. We see that the final call has been highlighted on the cover about billionaires and about our black businesses. And I'm going to share with you tonight some things that we need to know. All right? Like I told you before, Brother Jesse and I and a guest, we're going to go out in the trenches and get the information and come back and bring it to you so you can take it and run with it. All you have to do is run the play. All you have to do is stay in your lane. And that's the most beautiful thing about this platform that we're providing for our members, is the one central point for us to move to the next level, to take whatever you're doing to the next level. We have to go to the next level, brothers and sisters. Our nation is depending on it, and our people are depending on it. So please go in right now to the private Elusive Exclusive Facebook page and enter your name, what city you're from, your mosque, and your business, your organization, your affiliation, whatever you do for a living. Somebody might be trying to make a career move, and you have experience in that area. You're particularly, or right now, you're in that particular field of endeavor. So that's what we're here. We're here to uplift each other. We're here to share the wealth that Allah has blessed us with. So, Brother Jess, with that being said, what's going on in the private Elusive Exclusive group? I hear some typing going on. I hear some bells ringing, letting me know that people, our members, are showing up and they're participating in today's broadcast.
Yes, sir, Brother Darryl. We definitely, as always, we want to welcome Sister Marva and Brother Marklin Muhammad of Inglewood, New Jersey Study Group, MOS number 7, Freedom Paper of New Jersey, LLC, serving New Jersey, New York, and the Philadelphia area. That's the dynamic duo. Thank you so much. We want to welcome Brother Michael Carlos Muhammad, our brother out of Phoenix, Arizona, Muhammad MOS number 32. Our brother is also dealing with that wealth, as y'all know. We've been on his website many times this past week. We want to welcome him back, and Brother Darren and Sister Jennifer of Phoenix, Arizona, MOS number 32. We want to welcome them as well to the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. But again, if you're sitting on the sidelines, you're trying to figure out if you want to start dancing, we need your fingers to start dancing. We need you to go ahead and put your name, your city, your mouse number, and your business ventures, particularly if it's your first time, because then you don't want to be shy. You know the saying, a business without a sign is a sign of no business. You mean to tell me you gonna come to a party where we giving you an opportunity to tell us about yourself and you don't want to dance? Come on now. You got to come on and get involved. So Brother Darryl is starting to pick up, and so we definitely want everybody to post that information.
All right. That's right. Participation, brothers and sisters. Participation. Now, how can you do that? How can you do that? Look right above this video feed right now, right above our heads, you will see some social media tabs. It's time to pay it forward, brothers and sisters. We have to practice these universal principles that Allah has established, and that's the only way we're going to really, truly be successful, and we're going to really, truly have wealth as He has established it to be, by paying it forward. That's where you do a kind deed or an act of kindness for someone else looking for nothing in return. Let me say that again. Type that into the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Paying it forward is when you do an act of kindness to someone else without expecting anything in return. Act of kindness for someone else without expecting anything in return. So that's what we need to do. We want you to do right here for us right now. Right above your heads. Our heads, I should say, you see those icons. Click on the first Facebook icon. All right, that sends a shout out. The second one is a share. All right, so that's when you type something in. Type in there, BWE is live, join us. BWE is live, join it. Submit comment. All right, same thing with Twitter. Now here I want you to do differently from Twitter. Put hashtag BWE live. Hashtag, that's the, what's that? Tic-tac-toe. Hashtag BWE live in the Twitter feed. Click on that. That is sent out. And then what happens is people will start seeing hashtag BWE live show up in their feed. And I have Brother Jesse share more about the power of that. But so when people start seeing, so they can put in hashtag BWE live and see all the feed, the comments from us about what's happening here at BWE Live. That's a good way of getting people involved by their curiosity, which is a form of marketing, is curiosity. So you got the Pinterest, Instagram, and you have what else up there? Google Plus. Google Plus. Right now, brothers and sisters, pay it forward. Click the like, click the share, click the Twitter, click the Google Plus, the Pinterest, and the Instagram right now, and let them know BWE is live. Join us. BWE is live. Join us. Hashtag in Twitter, hashtag BWE live. BWE live. So that's what you can do. That's what we need to do right now as we participate. Remember, brothers and sisters, you want to be an A student and a C teacher. An A student and a C teacher. How do you do that? You do that by participating each and every time, and you do that by being first to participate. You do that by sitting in the front of the class. All of those who got here early, you're in the front row. You're the A students. All right? You're the A student sitting in the front of the class. You're raising your hand saying here, present and accounted for, by entering your name in the feed. So we want to thank you for participating. And Brother Jesse and I come here week after week after week. This is broadcast number. Let's see who knows what broadcast this is, Brother Jesse. Type out there what broadcast this is, and whoever can come up, the first to come up with the right answer to what broadcast this is, we'll give you something. We'll come up with something. So the first person that comes up with that, Brother Jesse, let me know, and I can announce them, or you can announce them. But we'll give you something. We'll give you something for keeping up with us. All right? So we come to you every week. We bring the best of the best guests that we can get our hands on to bring you nothing but the best, because you are the best and you deserve the best that we have. All right, what we want to do later on, brothers and sisters, we want to highlight some businesses. We want to highlight some businesses. If you have a business out there, any kind of business that we can support, we want to highlight your business on this broadcast. How do you do that? You just type in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group that I want to participate, I want to be highlighted, and you let us know. Brother Jesse will let me know, or I'll give out my telephone number. Better yet, let's do that. If you want to be highlighted in the second half of this broadcast, text me your name and your business. Your name, your business that you want to highlight, and we'll highlight you. Hopefully we can highlight everybody, but we'll see based on the response. So you want to be highlighted in the second half of this broadcast. When I go into the content of wealth and what is wealth, then you need to do that right now. Text me at 713-817-5952. Once again, my direct number is 713-817-5952. Just text me and give me your name, what your business is, what do you do, all right? And we'll call you in the second part of this broadcast, and we'll give you about a minute to tell us what you do, what your business is, and the value that you bring to the marketplace. The value that you bring to the marketplace. So with that being said, Brother Jesse, what we got going on in the group, in the Private Elusive exclusive Facebook group?
Well, I see Brother Michael and Sister Diana, they want to win, so they took the trivia question. They haven't got it right yet, so it's still wide open for the taking. We want somebody to tell us what broadcast number is today. And we haven't got the correct answer yet, so we definitely want to see who can actually give us the correct answer. Go ahead and think about it, and we're going to give you a couple more moments to answer that. But until then, we want to welcome Sister Andrea, the student at Texas Southern University studying political science and finance. And she says she's ready to hear some great advice and tips. And, of course, because Brother Hannibal went to Texas Southern University, they got kind of this unity thing going or something. But, you know, I'm from Prairie View, so I don't really recognize all that stuff, you know. But and we also want to welcome.
All right. You got a tie over here now. That's 3-1. Unless you got some more Prairie View alumnus out there, man. You outnumbered 3-1.
Well, you know, that's really how it usually happens in battle. When you look in the Quran, we was usually outnumbered 3-1, you know. So also, we want to welcome Sister Salome, our beloved sister at first. She said she wasn't going to be able to make it, but she had a slight delay in her plan, so she had to just stop by Brother Darren and peek in to see see what's going on with BWE and get as much as she can before she go to her next meeting. So we thank you, sister, for coming in. And our sister Nita.
Thank you.
Sister Nita is back in the house. We want to welcome you, sisters. Thank you so much for coming out. Brother Hannibal has joined in the contest. He's posted a response as well to how many broadcasts, and that is incorrect, Brother Hannibal. So Brother Darius is still wide open. But hey, I want everybody to know that we still have 30 people on standby for the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. And here we are, Brother Darryl. We have a winner. Sister Nita has posted the correct response that this is the 8th broadcast, brother. Sister Nita has won.
All right.
Uh-oh.
All right. Congratulations, Sister Nita. Sister Shanita Muhammad, the webmaster herself. You need to contact Sister Nita Muhammad. She's in the feed. Reach out to her. We're putting together, she and I are putting together some web site packages for you that is extremely reasonable, because we are determined, she is determined to help BWE to make sure that every one of our members who are in business have a website. All right? Because it's like Brother Jess said, a business with no sign is a sign of no business. A business with no website is a sign of no business. All right? We have to come up to the modern time. We have to, right, what our teachers say, right down to the modern times, cleanliness internally and externally, right down to the modern times. I think that was said to us, those who believe, okay? So we got to do that, brothers and sisters. So she and I are working together, and very soon we're going to have some packages. But don't wait. You contact Sister Nita right now in the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook page, and just let her know, sister, I don't have a website. I don't have a website. Now, she has been known, but Brother Jesse, when she came on the first time and put that offer out there, some people contacting you and asking, what would they say about her? They called her the what kind of web designer? The what?
They call her the Priceline of web design. They like, name your price. You know, that's the type of stuff you doing. The type of stuff you doing orbits. You know, Brother Hannibal, he the king of that, man. And Sister Andrea too, boy, they'll find you a cheap hotel that be 5-star, name your price. So now she got to name your websites. Everybody eyes got big.
So Sister Nita is the unofficial Expedia, Priceline, webmaster, web designer for Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Brothers and sisters, we're having a good time. Like Brother Jesse said, we are at a party. We are at a party with a purpose. Wealth building has to be fun. If not, you won't do it. Life has to be fun. If not, you will not do it. So once again, congratulations to Sister Nita. She is absolutely correct. This is broadcast number 8. Broadcast number 8. So we want to welcome you all to Black Wealth Empowerment Live Google Hangout. This is where we talk about, we teach about, we train about, we share, we network all around the ideal of building wealth. All right? But not just building wealth for ourselves, not just building wealth for our family. That's what most people do. But we are not most people. We are the chosen few. We are the selected among the masses to do a particular work. We're just incorporating wealth with that work. All right? That's all we're doing, brothers and sisters. That is our purpose here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live, to do exactly that, to incorporate the mission with the wealth, the mission with the wealth. So we want to do that, and that's the purpose. And we welcome you to this platform. We want you to participate. We want you to network. Brother Hannibal does a lot of great things. Brother Hannibal, make sure you list in the group all the things that you do. All right? Because whatever it is that you do, somebody in the group needs that service, needs what you do. Everybody, Sister Diana, Sister, I want to welcome once again the founding members of Black Wealth Empowerment, Sister Marva and Brother Marklin and Jennifer and Brother Darren. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so very much for being persistent and diligent in this process, in this creation of Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Brother Jesse, let's let some of those people in. You said we got 30 on the sideline. Well, let them in. Time to let them in.
Time to let them in, brother. Look, this is about to let the floodgates open up. So we want to welcome to the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group our beloved brother Khalil Abdullah. We want to welcome you, my brother, to the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. He's from Tyler, Texas. Come on now, right up the street from us. We want to welcome brother Malachi Abu Bakr Muhammad. Sister Sandra Bashir, she is in the house. Sister Sandra Denise Muhammad, we want to welcome you to the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. Brother Tony V. Muhammad, welcome, welcome. Sister Cassandra Muhammad, we want to welcome you to the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. We have a brother Clarence that is now in the house. We got more requests coming in as I'm approving them. Brother William F. Muhammad, welcome to the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. Brother Hadid, a driver at Bellflower Covering, we want to welcome him to the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. We got Sister Rachel X, who works as a holistic practitioner, a essential oils distributor, and she's a yoga instructor. Watch out now. Welcome, Sister Rachel, to the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. We got our brother Nathaniel Muhammad of Charlotte, North Carolina. Welcome. We got brother Jason Muhammad, who is a dining room attendant at a Grand Hotel. Watch out. I wonder if he can let us name our price for the hotel he's at. All right. Brother Fahim Muhammad, welcome to the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. Sister Sharnette Muhammad. Oh, Brother Darryl, I know you're familiar with this sister. That's the sister from Miami that has the artistic skills. She's a visual artist. Sister Sharnette Muhammad, we want to welcome her. We have a Brother Robert Muhammad, our brother. We want to welcome you. And I think we're going to stop right there, Brother Darryl. That's about 15.
You mean that's more? How many more we got left, Brother Jess?
Brother, it done went up since I approved. We got another 20 that's on standby.
Okay. All right. Well, be patient with us, brothers and sisters. Be patient with us. But we're most grateful, Brother Jesse and I. We're grateful to you that you decided to join us, that you want to be a part of this private, elusive, exclusive group. We're doing everything we can to bring value, not just on Sundays, but all during the week. You see that I put postings in there. I just share them from my my personal Facebook page because I've subscribed, if you will, notifications for those different sources, and you can do the same, brothers and sisters. But we're using the Private Elusive exclusive group, so you can come there and get your dose of what you need to take your business to the next level. A lot of good postings are in there. From Bronson, that owns Virgin Records and Virgin Airlines. I mean, he's putting a lot of good stuff in there. I mean, just how to deal with negativity, the things that I know that we need in order to build wealth and be successful. We have a nation on our shoulders, brothers and sisters, a nation on our shoulders. So we have to have the mindset on how to carry that nation on our shoulders. So we have to think big, and we have to shoot and aim high. All right. So, Brother Jesse, we never did say what we're going to give the winner for that trivial contest, but I'm willing to offer Sister 30 minutes. No, let's say I'm willing to offer Sister. I don't think I can talk 30 minutes once I get started. But anyway, I want to offer Sister 1 hour of free consultation, business, marketing, sales, consultation. I want to offer that to you, Sister Nita. So please reach out to me, and let's go ahead and set that time so we can get together, and I can share with you whatever it is that you need to know to go to the next level. All right, Brother Jesse, you want to add anything to that, to Sister Nita, a contest winner?
Oh, come on, absolutely. I want to give my sister 1 week of free advertisement on Brother Jesse blog, so she can just send me her ad at jesse@blackwealthempowerment.com, and I'll post it immediately and advertise my sister's website for free for 1 week, 7 straight days. So go ahead and send it to me now, sister. I can't let Brother die.
All right, there you go.
Prairie View produces productive people. Y'all heard the slogan, so we can't let TSU outgive us. So I just had to raise the ante.
That's good. That's good. We're in brothers and sisters. That's what this platform is all about, a giver's economy. We're living in a giver's economy. Put that right now in your Twitter feed at the top. Just your Twitter feed. Hashtag giver's economy. Hashtag giver's economy. All right? Put that in the Twitter feed right now above your head. We're in a giver's economy, brothers and sisters. What that means is this. That means the person who outgives their competitor out-earns their competitor. Let me say that again, and put that in the Private Elusive exclusive Facebook group. Put the person who outgives their competitor out-earns their competitor. It's all about giving, brothers and sisters. That's why the scripture said it's better to give than receive. It's better to give than receive, because that's a learned skill that we have to develop. The skill of giving. So we want to give. So this is a giver's platform. All right. We've decided to join on with the Giver's Economy Crusade. Little that you may or may not know, there's actually a crusade that's a Giver Economy Crusade. That's where I got the idea from. That's where we incorporated here, and that's what we're sharing with you. We're looking for ambassadors of this giver's economy. So that's what we're doing here. That's what Brother Jesse and I are going to continue to do. We've incorporated that not into this BWE platform. We've incorporated that into our business model, how we do business every day. And you should do the same too, because it definitely works. So this platform is designed for that, brothers and sisters. So we're going to give away everything we have here on BWE. You see below the video, there's ad spots. You see my ad. You see, what is that? HostGator. You see Aweber. Those are spots. Those are spots. Up in the right-hand corner, there's a flap there. That's an ad spot. We are giving those away. We're going to give those spots away to our members only. All right? To our members only. We're going to give those spots away. We're going to give away consultation. All right? We're going to give away advertisements. That's where we bring you on, like we're going to do the second half of the show, and just let you advertise your business via speakerphone for free. This is a giver's economy, brothers and sisters. So we're going to give. We want to outgive anybody else on this platform. Brother Jesse and I want to give more than anybody else in the Private Elusive Exclusive BWE Facebook group. So we're going to lead by example. Every show, every broadcast, Brother Jesse and I, we're going to give away our services, okay? Also, we're going to interviews. The interviews are free. We're going to bring you on as a guest on the Hangout. That's free, all right? People pay to advertise. Infomercials actually pay for that 30-minute time slot that you see on TV. They pay for that spot, okay? So this is going to be free to you, our members. Membership has its privileges, and these are the privileges. So free, brothers and sisters, free. Sister Nita, she's getting ready. Nita Muhammad, she's getting ready. The Priceline webmaster, she's getting ready to come on and be one of our guests, and we're going to interview her on web design, not the design part, but the advertising and why everybody needs a website. All right? If you don't have it up to this point, because you probably don't think you need one. All right? Need one. You need a website. That's like not having an address. Where do you live? What's your address? I don't have one. You don't have an address? Where do you live? Well, you know, kind of over here, over there. I mean, wherever you can find me. Sometime I'm at the mosque. Somebody just ask sister, brother, such and such. They know how to contact me. That's not business, brothers and sisters. That's a hobby. Hobby costs you money. Business makes you money. Put that right now in the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook feed. Put hobby costs you money. Okay? Because a hobby you do for pure pleasure. You do because you like doing it. And that's okay. All right? We're not judging anybody, but we just need to be clear on what it is that we're doing. Hobby costs you money. A business makes you money. So if we're in business and it's costing us more money than we're making, then we need to sit down and come up with a strategy to cross it over into making us money. So the last thing that we're going to give away on this platform, BWE Live, is actually have you on as a guest. Have you on as a guest. Okay? That's when you show up on the screen like Brother Jesse and I, your 15 minutes of fame. All right? That's what that is. When you come on as a guest. Interview is via phone. Guest is when we can see you and feel you. All right? So that's the giveaways that we're going to have. That's part of our platform that we're going to do throughout these broadcasts. So if you're in business, you want to stay tuned and you want to make sure you stay involved. Brothers and sisters, on the second half of this broadcast, all right, within the next hour, we're going to highlight as many businesses, as many member businesses as we can. So what you need to do is you need to text me. All right? I have not received one text. Nope, still haven't received one text. Maybe you didn't get my number. All right? Brother Jesse, put my number in the feed. All right? Businesses who want to be highlighted, the second half of this broadcast, text Brother Daryl your name and your business to 713-817-5952. 713-817-5952. And I'm going to call you in the second half of this broadcast when we start talking about wealth and money, all right, and taking our financial reality for ourselves, our family, but most important, our nation, to the highest level, but for right now, the next level. So text me. Still no text. Text me, 713-817-5952, and put that in the feed, Brother Jesse, and we will call you, or I will call you, so you can tell us about your business. What's going on in the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group?
Brother Daryl, the activity has definitely increased. We have believers interacting with one another. We want to welcome our beloved brother, Brother Ricky, Rick X Brown, who is back in. He said he's back on the saddle and baking goods and future business. Come on, black man. We want to welcome you back, Brother Rick. Sister Diana has posted a comment inside of the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group promoting one of her designs. Man, it is beautiful. And Brother Hannibal already responded that he need one of those for his wife. Everybody, Brother Daryl, is posting those. Everybody is posting them nuggets that you have been dropping. One thanks to the Salome, Brother Hannibal. We want to welcome our brother Kaleem from Tyler, Texas. He is in the group. Sister Salome has let us know what's her business ventures once again. Our sister is from Moss Mariam in Chicago. She's a national director of 5 Links Enterprises and specializes in essential services in the areas of reducing household expenses, healthcare, and wellness. We want to welcome, of course, Brother Darren, Sister Jennifer again, and Sister Nita. She said she posted in there in bold capital letters. Pick your own price. Packages exclusive to BWE members coming soon. And I want to share with you something funny. One of our members, after hearing you talk about a website, our brother went up and looked up his domain name, his name at .com, and come to find out somebody already took his online name and they're selling it for almost $800, Brother Darryl. So that's showing the importance that you need to go ahead and grab your brand name immediately. Lock that domain in, because why would somebody steal your name and their name ain't even yours? But that's what people do. I have found, Brother Darren, in my research, there are people who look at the traffic of blogs and social media people, and they see popularity that you may not see about yourself, and they go and take your domain name, knowing that eventually you're going to come around and follow the advice of Brother Darryl and get you a website. So they actually lock it in so they can make money. Ain't that something? Well, I tell you.
Wow.
So with that, you need to jump on me. So it's only popping, but I'm going to open up the floodgates now, Brother Darryl, and finish welcoming in everybody into the group while you're talking, my brother.
Yes, Brother Jesse, that is absolutely right. And that's what some of the things that Sister Nita is going to share with us when she comes on, hopefully within the next couple of weeks. But yeah, absolutely. I have over 21 domain names. Every time I come up with a good idea or what I think is a good idea, I buy the domain name. You know why? Because it's only $10. Only $10. So thank you, brother, for sharing. That is a testimony, and that bears witness to the value of what we're sharing with you here on Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Brothers and sisters, well, we're just starting. People been doing, we've been years. I mean, we're so far behind. You want to use this platform as a classroom. If you enrolled into Phoenix, the University of Phoenix, you will stop everything that you had to do to make sure that you sat in on the classes. Treat your own with more value than you treat other people. All right, you're getting this for free. We have to understand, and I'm going to get into more of this when we talk about wealth. See, there's a psychology to everything. A psychology to everything. That's why many times they put price on things, because they know, those that know, those the smarter ones know, they know that we only add value, the masses, the majority of people, all right, the 85%ers. They only see value on things that have price tags on them. They only see things of value that have large price tags on them. Free, oh, it must not be worth anything. But if we put a $5 price on this Google Hangout, which we can, and some people do, okay, then you'll see more value in attending. All right, more value. I don't know how much more, but you'll be like, man, I'm not going to lose my $5. But if it's free, you say, oh, well, I'll catch the rebroadcast. Oh, well, you know, and all of our, we don't rebroadcast all of our Google Hangouts. All right, because we don't have the capability right now to do that. Right now to do that. All right, so you want to catch them while you can, as we say, because we don't know after we pull down, after we pull down Brother, I think we already pulled down Brother Nuri's. Now there's no way for you to watch Brother Nuri again. Once we pull down Brother Rasul's, right now there's no way for you to see it again. All right, but we are working on that because we want you to be able to go back to very first broadcast. This is number 8, right, Sister Nita? This is number 8. We want you to be able to go back to the very first one. Go back to the beginning of the class, as you did with the time and what must be done, and catch up. All right, so we're putting that into place. So, Brother Jesse, let's go ahead and welcome the last few, and then we can continue going to the next phase of our broadcast. Let's go ahead and let the guests come in, because I know they want to participate in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, and they can't do that unless they're a member. So come on, let them in to the membership.
Yes, sir. We want to welcome Brother Ray welcome. Sister Akisa, Sister Eureka, Sister Janice, Sister Alisa. Are y'all noticing the pattern that the sisters are still outnumbering the brothers? Here go a black man, Brother Stevio. Brother Alfred, welcome to the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. Sister Simona, Brother Joey, Brother Torrance, welcome to the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. Sister Keisha, Sister Adanika, welcome to the Elusive Facebook group. Sister Rashay, welcome. Brother Darius, welcome to the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. And lastly, Sister Turina, we want to welcome you to the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. And again, if you've been watching all this time, or we just welcome you to this Elusive Exclusive Facebook group, we need you to post the following things: your name, your city, what mosque you are a part of, and we want to know about your business ventures. This is not the space, this is not the time for you to be shy. You have entered into a party with a purpose, as Brother Darrell has been saying, and anybody that loves the party, we don't sit on the sidelines. We don't post up on the walls. But we're dancing to the music of wealth building, so we need you to jump in, participate in the group, and let us know what you're doing, what your ventures are, because I'm telling you, there's somebody out there that needs it. So I want to let you know, Brother Darrell, we have officially eclipsed 180 members, and we're on our way to 200 members, which our goal is 300 by Day of Atonement. Is that correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. And the way we're going, brothers and sisters, we will definitely get that, inshallah. And how are we going to get that? By you participating. How are we going to get that? By you being an A student and a C teacher. An A student and a C teacher. Well, how do I do that? You do that by participating. How do I participate? Right above our heads, right above Brother Jesse and my head, you'll see those icons. Let's go ahead and participate. Let's go ahead and have a group activity. Let us all right now click the like button right now on Facebook. Let's go ahead and do that now. Okay. Now next to that is the share button. Click the share button. Go ahead and do that now. And we want you to type in BWE is on fire. Join us. BWE is on fire. Join us. Type that right now in the share button for Facebook. We need everybody to participate. You can't get a return on your money if you don't invest it. We're trying to get returns on something that we have not invested in. All right? That's the only way that you're going to learn social media marketing, is by participating often. You know, I've been studying. I do a lot of reading and learning and implementing. And they say, and Brother Jesse can bear witness and verify, I've heard experts say that you have to post on, I think it is Facebook, Facebook up to 10 times a day just so you can get the right kind of exposure. Why? Because when people are on their phone looking at the feeds on Facebook, it's like this.
Yes, sir.
So if you just post it once, they're going to miss you.
That's right.
All right? So you got to post it, and that's a lot. That's a lot. We're going to need for Brother Jesse to go into the mechanics on how I can post 10 times a day without sitting down and stopping 10 times to post. All right? So, brothers and sisters, that's what you want to do. You have the share, then you have the Google+, Twitter. Click the Twitter button right now. Click it right now, the Twitter icon. Twitter right now. And if you don't have a Twitter account, that's a hint to the wise. Get one for the next broadcast. Click Twitter and put BWE is on fire. Hashtag, that's the tic-tac-toe. Hashtag BWE live is on fire. Join us. BWE live space is on fire. Join us. Why the space? Because whatever they call that, Brother Jesse, that'll pop up. But if you make it a sentence, the hashtag will get lost, right?
That's right.
Okay. Hashtag BWE live space is on fire. Period. Join us in the Twitter box. In the Twitter box. Now go to Google+. Now go to Pinterest and Instagram. Okay? All right, that being said, let's move quickly because I have a surprise for you, brothers and sisters. I have a surprise for you. But before we do that, we have a lot of new members. And we're thankful for the new members. We don't want to take them for granted. We don't want to assume anything. For all of those who are new, you need to hear, you need to understand what the purpose of BWE Live is. I shared with you earlier, gave you an idea of what we do here. That's what we're about. All right? But we're also here, those of us who are believers, and this is a believers platform only right now, Brother Jesse. I think some other non-members of the nation, I should say, non-members of the nation are sneaking in, because as I see them in the waiting area, I go to their fan book on their Facebook page, and I just look to see if I see any, you know, Nation of Islam pictures, any flags, and I don't see any. I said, oh, okay. So it's starting to get out now, brothers and sisters. That's why you need to move quickly.
That's right.
We're not going to hold our people back. We're not going to do that. We're just going to tell you, you need to hurry up and get involved and participate. But for those of us who are followers of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, under the guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, we have three missions here, or objectives here at BWE Live. One is to raise the level of consciousness for the believers in the area of economic development. To raise the level of consciousness, our awareness to economic development, our own economic development, to raise the economic consciousness of the believers. Number one. Two, to help to understand what wealth is and how to be wealthy. What wealth is and how to be wealthy. Not how to have wealth, how to be wealthy. And we're going to go more into that here in a minute. And then number three is to inspire us to understand that it is worth it to pursue. It is worth it to go through the struggle. It is worth it to go through the process. It's worth it to go through the pain of being wealthy. It is worth it, and it is necessary for our nation. All right? We really don't have a choice. It is necessary for our nation. So those three things, I need somebody to type that in, those three things, in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page. So when somebody comes later on after the broadcast and scrolls through, they'll see that BWE Live purpose is to raise the economic consciousness of the believers to help the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan with the economic blueprint. Number two, all right, is to make sure we understand and know what wealth is and how to be wealthy. What wealth is, how to be wealthy. That's number two. And number three is to make sure that we understand in our spirit, in our soul, that is necessary and is worthy to go through whatever it is to pay the price to be wealthy. It's not easy, because if it was, everybody'd be wealthy. All right? So don't think it's easy. Okay? But it's for us to understand against our friends, against our family members, against the 85%, that it is wealthy. This pursuit is wealthy. The sacrifice is wealthy. The late nights are wealthy, worthy. The early mornings are worth it in order to pursue wealth and be wealthy, brothers and sisters. So those are the three things. And all those are designed in the purpose to build wealth for ourselves, our family, but most importantly for our nation, so we can help our minister, so we can help him. If he's trying to buy farmland, or if we're buying farmland, then he needs money. And the more money, the more farmland. Okay? All right? So that's what we want to do. Brothers and sisters, let's move quickly, because we're running out of time here. We got this fly in here. That's live broadcast for you. But anyway, so that's what we're here. That's what we're about. Okay? That's what we're about. Okay? So now we have to do it because there's a problem in our community. There's a problem in Black America. You might have seen a report that the Urban League does every year about the state of Black America, and the wealth gap between black and white is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And brothers and sisters, we are part of that gap. We are part of that gap, and we have to close the gap, as the book is entitled by Brother Drill. We have to close the gap, and it's not gaps in one area; it's gaps all the way around. We have to close the wealth gap. And who are the pioneers? Who should be the pioneers? Who should be the vanguards? It should be you and I who have the supreme teachings. All right? So that's what we have to do. This is a giver's economy. This platform is for businesses. to promote their business. Is for businesses to become A, students, and C, teachers, C, business owners, but A, students is a platform, brothers and sisters, so you can learn what it takes to go to the next level. We're going to have training. We're going to have experts with the tools that will teach you on what's required to take your business to the next level. That's what that's about. So with that being said, Brother Jesse, one more time, let me know what's going on in the Private Elusive exclusive Facebook group, and let me get our special guest on the phone. All right, looks like we lost Brother Jesse, brothers and sisters, but I am here, and that's the good thing about having two hosts. So when one disappears with this modern technology that is still being perfected, then we can continue with the broadcast. So I'm sure Brother Jesse will be popping up here soon. He's been having technical difficulties with his internet provider there at his home. So he'll be back on here shortly. So brothers and sisters, that's what we want to do. We have guests that's going to join us on this hangout to provide us with training and tools you need to build wealth. You need to create wealth. You need to create the best that you can be, the best product that you can be. Once again, brothers and sisters, we're going to highlight some businesses here in the second half. Okay, and let's see here. Looks like we have text messages coming in of believers that we're going to highlight their business here shortly. Okay, so keep on sending them in, brothers and sisters. If you would like for us to highlight your business, text me at 713-817-5952. 713-817-5952. As we wait for Brother Jesse to join us again, do that right now, and I will receive your text as I'm looking at them right now. Uh-oh, I think he's back. Is that AT&T, Brother Jesse?
Man, look, brother, I'm starting, you know how we in the nation, it don't take much for us to start blaming the enemy, brother. It's starting to get suspect now. I don't have no internet issue. Right. So I get on the Google Hangout with Brother Dow. It's a conspiracy, man. C-O-N-spiracy. C-O-N-spiracy. Make sure you spell that right. C-O-N-spiracy. All right, well, you back. I wanted to wait till you get back, Brother Jesse, before hashtag conspiracy. Okay, a lot of people be getting in on that one. Okay, so what we want to do now, brothers and sisters, I want to bring on our special guest. I tell you what, we've been on fire for the last couple of weeks on Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We've been on fire, and thanks to the guest that had here in the last couple of weeks, Brother Rodney Assad, he started it off, and then followed up with Brother Nuri, and then we followed up last week with Brother Rasul Muhammad. And brothers and sisters, we've been on fire. I mean, we had the higher viewership, the higher replay last week. We've had a lot of strong feedback, a lot of participation, and that's why our numbers have been going up as high as they have been at this point. So we're excited to continue to bring you the best in the unwrapped gifts that the nation have, that we are determined to unwrap them so that we all can rejoice in the gifts that Allah has given each and every one of us, and we can participate and we can patronize. We have to be the vanguards of the black dollar circulating within the community. So the next time they see those statistics, they'll be able to see this little small group somehow keep on appearing on our surveys, if you will. That money is circulating. That money is circulating in the black community, and that would be us.
as an example for our people. So, do I have my special guest on? Well, brothers and sisters, we are happy to bring back to Black Wealth Empowerment Live once again the brother that was on last week, and he took the time out to go into the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group last week, and it looked like, if not, he nearly responded to every comment that was there, and that's special, brother. That is very, very special. Without further ado, we have on the phone right now our brother. You love him. He has that beautiful, beautiful album that we want you to go out and get. We played it at the beginning of the broadcast. It's The Language of My Soul by Brother Rasul Muhammad. And we opened up the broadcast with my favorite song, 19. There's power in that number. You can get his album right now, download it after this broadcast. You can go to iTunes. You can go to Google Play. You can go to CD Baby. You can go to Amazon and pick up his album. Brother Rasul, welcome to BWE Live. Assalamu alaikum. Brother Jesse is here. He popped off. We lost him, but he's back. Brother Jesse, can you hear Brother Rasul good?
No, sir.
Can't hear him. Okay, let me try something else. That's not working. Let me get the volume up. That's the highest I can get the volume. Hold on a second. Go ahead, Brother Rasul. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Let's see if Brother Jesse nod your head when Brother Rasul start talking. Tell me if you can hear him, okay?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Brother Rasul. Let's see if he can hear you. No, sir, he can't hear you. Let me try. Hold on a second, Brother Rasul. This is not working too well. I don't know. Brother Rasul? Wait, let me try. Well, hold on a second. And I have the volume up as high as I can get it on my speakerphone. You hear me better now? Can you hear him, Brother Jesse?
A little bit.
Very little. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna ask Brother Jesse to give you a call. Maybe his phone, his speakerphone is louder on his end. Okay, so I'm gonna have Brother Jesse call you right now. All right, Brother Rasul? Thank you, sir. Assalamu alaikum. You have his number, Brother Jesse?
Text it to me, please, sir.
Okay, yes, sir. Welcome to live broadcast, brothers and sisters. Welcome to live broadcast. And this fly gonna lose his life. That's what's gonna happen.
Welcome to live broadcasting. We commit crime scenes.
Yeah, recorded crime scenes. So
and while we get in there, we want to thank all of those who are inside the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group that are posting these nuggets from Brother Darrell. Thank you, Sister Salome. We hope Brother Darren, let us know if y'all got your broadcast together on your end, because we don't want you all to miss 1 millisecond, even though my AT&T is over here hating. We want to thank Brother Hannibal, who's been sharing and doing what Brother Darrell asked him to do, which is share his skill sets that he has. So our brother has been posting like crazy up in there. And Sister Diana, look, she got a customer from my wife and a customer from Brother Hannibal within 2.5 seconds, Brother Darrell. Diana not playing, but I'm going to give Brother Rasul a call and to try to see if we can make it happen right here. Hold 1 second.
Okay. While Brother Jesse's doing that, let me do this, brother, since I said I was going to do it. I told you when Brother Rodney Assad was here giving us the 7 tips.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes, sir. Can you hear him, Brother Darrell?
Go ahead. I heard him. So yeah, go ahead. Put it to the mic.
Go ahead. Speak, Brother Rasul.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. That's good. Go right ahead.
Yes, sir. You can go right ahead.
Okay. I hear Brother now very distant, but I guess if you can hear me clear, we can go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We can.
Okay. Well, I was just saying that I wanted to thank both of you for having me on your show just last Sunday. And again, today, I'm very grateful and appreciative that you all would consider having me on. And the response that I got from your members, I'm very, very grateful. And primarily, of course, my objective is I'm trying to, if you would, push my CD, my album, which is an expression of my gift. And of course, I call it the language of my soul. And it really is the language of my soul through music. I think we stated last Sunday and spoke that Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that music, color, and medicine were the true essence of God's religion, or Allah's religion. And I do know that there is a frequency of energy, there is a frequency of light, there is a vibration in music, in color, in light, degrees of light, that without question, if we turn the right chord, if we sing the right tune, and the right combination of words, we can, through this medium, or through this expression, this artistic expression of music and song, we can begin to fine-tune, tune up, growth, and heal the human being. I firmly believe it, and that is my goal in music, which is not a design or coming out of the ministry. In fact, I'd like to think of it as a deeper expression of my ministry, a broadened dimension of my ministry through music. And so, whenever I have an opportunity, and am blessed with that opportunity through your show, Black Wealth Empowerment, and any other shows or platforms that give me an opportunity to share that music, then I accept it. I'm just very grateful for Almighty God, Allah. So thank you, Brother Jesse. Thank you, Brother Darren.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Brother Rasul.
So what's on your mind?
Did you have anything?
Thank you, Brother Rasul.
Yes, sir.
Do you have anything else you want to share before we move on with the broadcast, Brother Rasul? Where can they pick up your album, your CD?
You know, I can barely hear Brother Darrell, but I do have a music slide.
Yes, sir. We want.
Can you hear this?
Yes, sir. We hear you.
Can you hear the keyboard?
Yes, sir. We hear the keyboard.
Okay, very good. I want to share a song with you all.
Uh-oh.
Now, this is not a original, but it is originally in terms of my version of it. And I just think the song, its lyrics, the words are very timely. And I thought this would be something that I could share on your show. Since I got the keyboard sitting up here. It's a song by John Lennon. It's called Imagine. Imagine that so happen. It ain't hard if you try. him because through the skies above, there is all country. I want you if you can. Helping you heal. Only your brother could have even all the people living. There's one you may think I'm a dream. Oh, but I just want you to I would have saw you as one. I wonder if you can. No more grief.
Man, Allahu Akbar.
All right, all right. Brothers and sisters, you heard it right here on Black Wealth Empowerment Live. That was Brother Rasul live on the keyboards and singing. And you hear how beautiful his voice sounds, even on speakerphone. It sounds beautiful. Brothers and sisters, we want to thank Brother Rasul for his time this evening. And we want to thank you, Brother Rasul. And any time that you want to come back, just reach out. We'll love to have you back to join us again on the Hangout side so we can see you and feel you like we did last week here on Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Thank you so very much, Brother Rasul, for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. And I bless you and your effort to get the message of truth and guidance out to our people. Love you.
Love you too, sir.
Love you too. Assalamu alaikum. Brothers and sisters, you can get Brother Rasul's album. Like we said, we're promoting our business. We're unwrapping the gifts, and we're asking us to patronize. We're circulating the dollar. We're buying somebody's music. At least we should be. Because music is good for our soul. That's why gospel music is so powerful. Don't deprive your spirit, brothers and sisters. Get beautiful music that can calm your soul and soothe your soul at the time that you need it. So go out and get Brother Rasul's album. Go on Amazon, go on CD Baby, go on Google Play, go on iTunes and get it today. Not now, but right now after the broadcast. Go there and get it. Type in Rasul, the language of my soul. So that being said, let's move quickly, Brother Jesse. And Brother Jesse can go into our speakers platform. He's going to tell you a little bit about that and tell you what we need to do to go ahead and move into the next phase of developing a speakers platform. Go right ahead, Brother Jesse.
Yes, sir. Well, brothers and sisters, a few broadcasts ago, you heard me talk about and give some tips on how to brand yourself, utilizing social media, utilizing these various platforms, utilizing your various skills. And one of the first things I gave out of the 7 tips I gave was to develop yourself into a go-to expert. Have you wondered and ever thought about being a speaker? Are you shy about it? Are you a person that loves to talk and people tell you just won't be quiet? You always got something to say. Are you passionate about technology, marketing, youth, relationship building, art, education, fashion design? Do you really have a passion? Is it something that keeps you up at night? Well, what about this? Do you have a compelling testimony, a serious story, an experience that you have been through? Don't you know that there's somebody out there that deserves to hear your testimony? Don't you know that there's somebody out there that deserves for you to develop yourself into a go-to person as a consultant, as a speaker, as an interviewee? Well, we have that solution here at the Black Wealth Empowerment. We are developing the Speakers Bureau. The Speakers Bureau, where we're going to create the platform to teach you, yes, you, the person that's acting shy, that's hiding behind this laptop, that don't want to be seen, that's running from opening up the mosque meeting like you don't know the opening prayer. You've been running from speaking, but now we're going to force you to open up your mouth. And so with this platform of the Speakers Bureau, we're going to have you to come on here to co-host the Black Wealth Empowerment. Yes, that's right. Oh, you thought me and Brother Dow was going to be doing this to the ends of the earth forever, right? No. We already looking for our replacements. And you the one. So we're looking for you to co-host the Black Wealth Empowerment Google Hangout. Also, we want you to be a guest. Brother Dow has already said we're going to bring Sister Nita on. Well, it's not going to stop with her. If you got a skill, we want to bring you on to interview you the same way we did Brother Rodney Assad, Brother Nuri, and Brother Rasul. We want to interview you because you have an impact as well. Also, we want to provide you with free advertisement. Uh-oh, that's Brother Dow's favorite word. Wait for it. Free advertisement. Being a part of this Speakers Bureau. We want to help promote you, as well as we will be developing our own special speakers events. Why? Brothers and sisters, if you want to become a go-to expert, you can't always try to run to somebody else's platform hoping they'll put you on, as the young people say. We have to create our own platforms and bring people to us. So we have enough talent where we can draw people, 30 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, get them to pay to hear you speak. So that's what we want to do with the Black Wealth Empowerment Speakers Bureau, because why? We have all compelling testimonies. You are a go-to expert, and people deserve to hear from you. So if you're interested, we want you to email me at jesse@blackwealthempowerment.com. That's jesse@blackwealthempowerment.com. I want to thank all of the 15 people that have already emailed me, and you can look out for next week. We will have a special conference call to get the ball rolling. I'm going to get with our beloved brother, Brother Rodney Assad, this week to get his input and other speakers as well. And we're going to call for this major conference call because the time is now, and we are blessed that when you speak, you develop yourself as a go-to expert. Then we can grab and you do like Magic Johnson and throw an assist to Brother Dow, and he can teach us how to package ourselves to properly market it to the world and create money. But more important than money, you can be a millionaire messenger, as one book said. Brother Dow gave me a tip too. You can get money by telling your story and empowering people. So that's what we have. Black Wealth Empowerment Speakers Bureau is on its way up. So again, email me at jesse@blackwealthempowerment.com. That's jesse@blackwealthempowerment.com. And lastly, if you say, well, brother, I'm too small of a person to make an impact. Well, if you think something small can make a big impact, did you just see how Brother Darryl was swatting at that fly that was irritating him? That fly is no bigger than the tip of his pinky finger, but it was frustrating him, making an impact on him. So no matter how small you may think your life is or your experiences is, you can impact somebody. Back to you, Brother Darryl.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Brother Jesse. Thank you very much. Brothers and sisters, go ahead. You know, what we're talking about here is really stepping out of our comfort zone. Stepping out of our comfort zone. Those of you who say that you can't do it, don't want to do it, I'm a shy person, this is really for you. This is for you. Those that step out their comfort zone make the greatest amount of progress. Okay? Step out of your comfort zone, brothers and sisters. You have to do that. We have to do that. I'm going to participate because I need to fine-tune my skills, okay? Because that's the best way to promote your business. The best way to promote your business is know how to speak, how to convey a message in 30 seconds. They call it elevator pitch. You have to know how to capture people's attention. That's a skill set. That's a science, all right? And we're supposed to be scientists working our way to God's. So in order to do that, we have to know the science of capturing people's attention. We have to know the science of holding their attention. We have to know the science and opening up their minds, all right? Because that's a science on how you can use language to open up their minds so you can drop your message in their mind, all right? All right? So these are the things that we're going to learn from the best of the best, Brother Rodney Assad and Brother Jesse. So, brother and sister, if you're in business, you should automatically be on that list. If you're in business, Freedom Paper, Jennifer, Darren, you all should be on that list. Sister Marva, Brother Markley, if you're in business, it's not about if you want to do it. It's not about if you're good at doing it. Because you know what? There's a saying that goes like this in network marketing. You'll be terrible before you be good, and you'll be good before you be great. It's a process. Everybody start off terrible. There's only a few people who God gave the gift that don't start off terrible. You're going to start off terrible. Understand that's the process. And the quicker we can get through the process, the quicker you can get where you want to go. But we delay the process and we never get to our destination. So, brother and sister, that allows me, and that's a good segue into what we want to talk about tonight. We want to talk about wealth. This is entitled Black Wealth Empowerment. This is about learning how to be wealthy, how to build wealth, all right, to empower ourselves, our family, and our nation with a black consciousness. That's why it's called Black Wealth Empowerment. A black consciousness developing wealth to empower themselves, their family, their nation. Put that in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Black consciousness, learning how to build wealth to empower themselves, their family, their nation. That's what this platform is all about. Just as Asians do it, just as Hispanics do it, just as the Polish people do it, just as the Jewish people, we got to do it. We, those of us in the Nation of Islam, we have to be the vanguard. So, what is wealth? The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that heaven and hell are two states or conditions of mind. So everything starts in your mind. These previous broadcasts, brothers and sisters, were specifically designed with that in mind. All right? You have to understand, you know, we want to go out and learn skill set, not realizing it's not skill set that's important, it's mindset that's important. Put that in the group. It's not skill set that's important, it's mindset that's important. All right? You'll say some of us who have a, you know, who might be thinking different. No, it's about skill set. It's about skill set. Brothers and sisters, there are statistics that have proven itself over and over and over again. those individuals who win large lotteries, millions and tens of millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, it has been proven through statistics. They will follow these people. They will follow up with these people. All right? Years later, just to find out within 2 to 3 years, 5 years the most, these people who have won millions and millions and millions of dollars in lotteries, in gambling, are broke. Are broke. Why? Because their consciousness, their mindset is not compatible to the amount of money they've received. We see the same thing with athletes. We see the same thing with entertainers. There's even an old saying that some of you might remember or might have heard. A fool and his money will what? Put that in the private, elusive, exclusive fan book page. A fool and his money, not will sometimes, not will most times, not will oft times, but a fool and his money will always what? Type the answer. Will always part. Fool. Fool, meaning that their level of knowledge and intelligence not at the level of their money. So in order to have it, to hold it, we first have to acquire the mindset. We have to have the state of mind for wealth. So that's why these previous broadcasts have been self-improvement, has been nation, wealth for our nation, has been what we need to lay down the foundation to now start dumping in or start planting the seeds of now what it is that we have to do to build wealth. And the platform will continue like that. It will continue to get your mind right before we go out and do. A lot of us who are in the sports, in the basketball in particular, or in the football, any sport, we know that professional athletes, we want to be a professional. All right? You want to be a professional at what you do. All right? That's the difference, once again, between a hobby and a business. You want to be a professional. I want to be a professional. Okay? So, in order to be a professional, you know, professional athletes, you know, LeBron James, those that are at the highest peak performance, you see them like with headsets on like we have in the locker room before the game. What are they doing? They're getting their mind right, or they call it they're getting their head right. They're not in the gym dribbling. I'm sure some of them might be, but they're not working on their skills. That's what practice was for. That's what all their years up to that point was for. But when it's time to play, it's about making sure your mind is in the game, because you can have all the skill set. These are professionals. These are the best athletes in the world, brothers and sisters. They all have the same skill set. Some a little bit more than others. But what's the difference? It's the mind game. All right? It's the mind game. For those who play chess, you know it's all about the mind game, because the knight moves the same on my side of the board as it does on your side. So there's no difference in skill set there. It's all mind, brothers and sisters. So our minds have to be right. Our minds have to be right. Robert Kiyosaki defines wealth as this. He says that wealth is the number of days that you can maintain your current lifestyle without working. The number of days that you can maintain your current lifestyle without working, meaning that your car note's still paid, your water's still paid, your rent still paid, your food. I mean, maintaining your current lifestyle without having to work. If you look in your bank account right now and you divide that by your monthly expenses, that's how wealthy you are. If you spend $5,000 a month living expenses, if you have $60,000 in the bank, then you can live a year without working. A year without working. That's how Robert Kiyosaki measures wealth. And that's a good measurement. I think that's a very good measurement. It gives you something concrete to shoot for. Those that are multimillionaire, they have enough to last several lifetimes. You call that heirship. You call that a legacy. All right? We in the nation, we need to be thinking that. How are we supposed to be helping bring in a world that has no end, and we don't have a legacy heirship mentality? We're not trying to build something that's going to outlive ourselves. You call that incongruency. Holton Bugg says, commitment to continuity develops emotional stability. Put that in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page. Those are that's a nugget. See, those are what they call philosophy. Jim Rohn was known as this philosopher. He gave you a lot of little, he called them tidbits. You don't have to know volume of stuff. Just know a lot of little tidbits to use that can navigate you through and get you where you want to get you where you want to be. So once again, consistency or commitment to continuity produces emotional stability. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said it like this very simply. My word is my bond. So your word and our actions should agree. That's commitment. You're not going to be perfect, but I'm committed that if I tell Brother Jesse I'm going to call him in 10 minutes, I'm committed to calling him in 10 minutes. Even if it's to call him to tell him I can't talk to you now, I'm going to call you in 20 more minutes. Commitment to consistency or continuity produces emotional stability. So mindset, brothers and sisters. So what does that mean? What do you feed in your mind? What books are you reading that's going to help you in the way of building wealth? You can have a business and don't build wealth. You can have a business and it's just a form of a monthly paycheck like a job. Is just a business. What books are you reading? What audios are you listening to? What videos are you watching? Or are we just romanticizing wealth? We just get on Black Wealth Empowerment because it makes us feel good. We just romanticizing it. We just kissing on it and hugging it and all that kind of stuff. But when it's time to go to work, we bid it goodbye. We bid it goodbye. You know, it's like we're dating. We take your date home when it's time to go to work. All right? So what are we investing in? Brothers and sisters, do you know you can go to Amazon? Amazon and buy books for a penny? I bought one of T.D. Jakes' book called Let Go, talks about forgiveness, and paid 63 cents. The shipping and handling costs more than the book. See, we have to understand, brothers and sisters, with the advent of Google and Bing and these search engines, there's no reason for not knowing. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. So there's no sympathy out there for us if we don't know. Google it. This man has become a billionaire once again from a revenue model based on free. By giving you free search engine capability. By giving you free information that's not even his information. Now, those folks at Google are multi-millionaires, billionaires, because they follow the free revenue model that we're teaching you here on Black Wealth Empowerment. So you don't have to go to Harvard and let them come and visit a class in Harvard to teach you this. Brother Jesse and I and our guests, we're going to go out and get it and bring it to you and say, here you go. Here you go. There you go. Now, will you see value in it because it's free? That's up to you. The only duty of Muhammad is to deliver a clear message, and we're going to perfect our message as these broadcasts continue. So you got to buy books. You have to buy the books. You have to buy the right kind of books. You have to buy books that's specifically going to get you into the mindset of wealth building. Here's one to add to your list, The Science of Getting Rich. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Waddle. Little small book. Get it. All right? So that's Robert Kiyosaki's definition of wealth. My definition of wealth is more conceptual. See, I say, what's the difference between rich and wealthy? Rich and wealthy. Rich and wealthy. We use those anonymously, but they're not the same. Okay? The definition, according to the dictionary, one of it is to be rich and have abundance. But if we're going to try to understand the depths of the word, we have to dig down deeper. I look at it as rich is linear. Rich is linear, is horizontal. How much money do you make? I make 100,000. Oh, he's rich. Oh, how much he got? That athlete got a $10 million contract. He's rich. His income is he has a lot of things. He has cars and jewelry and flat screen TV and iPad and iPod and this and I ain't got no wealth. See, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of show. It's stuff that people can see. The car, the boats, the in the restaurants every week and every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in a restaurant. So people can see him just, walking through the malls with his bags. That's rich. Wealth is vertical. Wealth is depth. Wealth is substantive. Wealth is what do you have besides that income? Do you know in the book called The Millionaire Next Door and what I've read of other books, it talks about you can have a millionaire right next door to you making $50,000 a year, but they're worth $5 million. That's wealth. You're not making $100,000, $300,000, and then you look up, he or she doesn't have a portfolio. He has no real estate. He has nothing of asset of appreciative value. He has no land, but got a $3 million contract. Balling. He can do stuff that a $50,000 income person can't do, but a $50,000 income person has a portfolio of $2 million, and the $2 million income earner has none. That happens all the time to our athletes. It happens all the time to our entertainers because they don't understand the difference between rich and wealthy. Rich and wealthy. I want to be wealthy and rich. How about that? I want to have $2, $3, $4, $5 million coming in every month, and I want to have depth. I want to have staying power. I want to have it so in case my $3 million income reduces to $2 million, I got depth. I can go in my treasure drawer, my investments, and pull out some cash and keep the boat afloat, keep it going. All right, we're talking about wealth. What is wealth? Let's move quickly for the sake of time. What is wealth? What is wealth? Now, here's the thing, brothers and sisters. Many of us start this journey, and the reason why we romanticize it, because it's a whole lot easier. Clarity is power. Clarity is power. Put that in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Clarity is power. The clearer you can see something, the clearer I can see it, the more power it has. The more power it has. That's why we're going to bring experts here that can simplify it, right? The only duty of Muhammad is deliver what kind of message? A clear message. Why? Because there's power in clarity. There's power. Nobody get confused on what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said. It's so clear that even a fool can understand. All right? So clarity is power, brothers and sisters. Clarity is power. So a lot of us say we want wealth. A lot of us say we want riches. A lot of us say we want these nice things which we deserve, and there's nothing wrong with it. Brother Nuri helped us to understand that before. Okay? There's nothing wrong with it. But once we start dealing with the struggles, we start dealing with the obstacles, we start dealing with the sacrifice that's required, then it's easier to romanticize than to make a commitment to the marriage. Right? It's easier to date than to get a commitment to the courtship. How many of us are dating the idea of being wealthy, the idea of being prosperous, the idea of building wealth, the idea of being rich? It's okay. Just be truthful with yourself. To thy own self be true. If you want it, well, that's good. That's good. Well, get the most out the romance. Right? Get the most out of it. Get the most out of it. Make sure you come in, you participate more than everybody else because you're going to get the most out of the romance. You telling everybody because you're going to get the most out of it. You want as many folks involved as the romance as possible if that's what we're going to do. That's fine, brothers and sisters. But here's the thing that I want to make in that point. Even if, Daryl, you don't become, even if, brothers and sisters, you don't become What we should focus on is being debt-free. 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 Just focus on being debt-free. Focus on how I can pay off my car in half the time. And I'm going to cover that because there's a way, simple way of doing it. You should sit down and say, okay, honey, well, we may not ever be rich and ever be a baller, but one thing we can do is be debt-free. When you have no car note, no house note, all you have what they call in business operational expenses that you have to operate, that'll take a weight off your shoulder like nothing else. That's freedom. No, you're not making $100,000 a year, but you owe nobody nothing. And you got to live, so you got to pay for groceries, so you're not going to get that free. You're not going to pay that up. See, now it requires less. Now when you were working and had these debts, car note, house note, these credit cards and all this other kind of stuff, you're at 5,000. But once you start eliminating debt, now you're living that same lifestyle at 3,000. That's what we all should be striving for, to be debt-free. The Nation of Islam should be the most debt-free organization in the black community and the community at large. Because to be honest with you, brothers and sisters, I've been a stockbroker for years, and I can tell you, this is not something I heard. I'm telling you what I know and what I've experienced. It's almost unpatriotic for you not to be in debt. Because this society is built on debt. But that's what we want to be. We want to be unpatriotic in that sense. It's almost unpatriotic if you don't have no car note. You don't have a house note. You're not paying rent to nobody else. But that's what we should be striving for, brothers and sisters. We're going to talk about eliminating debt on Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Because what are we really doing? What are we really doing? We should be trying to build wealth, and the fastest way to build wealth is to eliminate debt. So, as I close, 4 areas of wealth that we need to focus on. 4 areas of wealth we need to focus on. Get ready to type this into the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Wealth number 1 is spiritual wealth. Wealth number 1. And it is number 1. We should invest more time in building our wealth spiritually than anything else. Number 2, physical wealth. Physical wealth. Physical wealth. Healthy. Because there is no wealth without what? Good health. There is none. I saw and I sent it in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group about Rick Ross. Now, how are we gonna let Rick Ross out-business us? See, we judge these rappers. We judge these Negroes that drink and smoke and call our women out our names, and then we gonna let them out-business us? He was on there talking about branding. Rick Ross talking about branding? Now we sitting back learning from Rick Ross. Nothing wrong with it. But we need to be out there that Rick Ross reading about how to get out of debt. Because he run across us on the internet like I ran across him. And Rick Ross, familiar with the nation, if you listen to some of his songs, which was brought to my attention, he mentioned Farrakhan on his song, but he's not oblivious to who we are. We just need to get out there on a grand scale, which is the internet, so other people can see that, okay, as Brother Jesse said, that brother speaker said, they waiting on us. We have the best speakers. That's right. They waiting on us to come out. So Black Wealth Empowerment gonna help those speakers to come out and be known and be easily accessible on the web. Okay? So physical. 3rd is mental. Mental wealth. 3 is mental wealth. 3 is mental wealth. If you crazy, it even talks about that in the Quran. You know, if you crazy, somebody else got to handle your affairs and treat them fairly, it says. Minors and you know, folks that don't have the wherewithal mentally. So mental health. Stress is not a form of mental health. Worry is not a form of mental health. Anxiety is not a form of mental health. Are we getting audited? Are we at least reading the books? Do we have what's it called, self-analysis, that book? So we can at least self-analyze ourselves to help loosen up some of the engrams. That's why wealth is about the mind, brothers and sisters. It's not about, techniques. Because a lot of people know techniques, but a lot of people don't do the technique. So what's the gap? What's the problem? It's up here. It says the furthest distance between you and your goals. The furthest distance between you and your goals is 6 inches. You're 6 inches, brothers and sisters, away from your ultimate goal. 6 inches away from where you want to be, your destination in life as far as how you want to live. 6 inches. But where are those 6 inches? They're in between your 2 ears. Right? In between your 2 ears. 6 inches from this ear to this ear. And what's in between? Your brain, your mind, how you think, how I think, how we think collectively. We're 6 inches away from wherever we want to be. And that's the longest journey to take is 6 inches. That's the longest journey to take. Some of us could go around the world and come back, haven't made any progress in our lives. All right? 6 inches. So mental, number 4, there's actually 5. Number 4 is relational wealth. Relational wealth. How wealthy are our relationships? Is it full of love? Is our deposit in the bank of relationship full of the deposits of love or full of the deposits of confusion and disagreement and hatred? Right? That's what makes up the totality of something. What outweighs? What is the dominant force? That's what makes it up. Right? That's what makes it up. So our relationships, are we investing in our relationships? Have we identified people that we want to invest some time with because they have the spirit? That's what the group is all about. Those are like-minded individuals that now we can invest in to get to know other believers that we can get to know so we can have a wealth of relationships. So those bad relationships that we have to deal with, it won't even matter because we'll spend our time focusing and investing on developing wealthy relationships. Wealthy relationships. That's number 4. And number 5, brothers and sisters, is financial. Financial. But you say, Brother Darrell, financial is last. Yeah. In some categories, finances are last. In other categories, finances are number 2. See, this is where clarity comes in. The only absolute is Allah. That's where clarity comes in, brothers and sisters. To understand when finance is at the top and when it's at the bottom. If you have wealth in all the other areas, no matter how much money you have or don't have, you'll be happy. We'll be happy. We'll be living in heaven. Here at once. The hereafter for my followers are now. If we wealthy beyond the average, beyond the norm, beyond the 85% spiritually, which we should be, we have the supreme teachings. Have it physically, because we understand this is the temple, and God's spirit comes through us, and if this body deteriorates and falls apart and dies, God had to put that spirit in somebody else who's going to take care of their body. Okay? Number 3, mentally. We negative, right? We in the gossip, backbiting. See, these things that were given to us as a way of life is to address all these ills. Okay? So mentally, are you appreciating people? Are you praising people? Are you celebrating people? Or you just want everybody to celebrate yourself? A student, C teacher. A student, C teacher. Lead by example. John Maxwell, the #1 authority in leadership here in America, says that you have to, leaders lead by example. If we're not doing what we're teaching, then it's not going to have the power that it should have. Because we're not being sincere and honest, and it's coming from another motive. All right? So mentally, then relationally, our relationships. Brothers and sisters, that's why I had to get that book by T.D. Jakes, Let Go and Forgiven, because God knows.
Come on.
Forgiveness is a major tool in relationships. It's not if you gonna need it. It's when you gonna need it and if you gonna use it. Hallelujah. But Jesse over there shouting. And the number one person we have to forgive, brothers and sisters, is who? Is yourself. That's what our prayer says, right? Isn't that what our prayer says? I forgot exactly how it goes. But I've been unjust to myself. There it is, right there in our teaching, right there in our religion, our expression of faith. See? And if we forgive ourselves every day when we look at our goal sheet and we didn't complete it, say, not that's all right. Oh, I did this instead of doing that, and I knew I should have. I knew I didn't. I consciously chose B instead of A. That's okay, my dear. If Allah gives you another day, we're going to pick it up and do it again. If Allah blesses with another day, let's go ahead. Don't beat yourself up. All right? Forgive yourself. To the extent that we can forgive ourselves, we can forgive others, as we know Allah will forgive us. So relationships. What kind of relationship do we have with our children? Okay? With our children. Ask Jesus how many times you should forgive. He just got tired of them asking him. So it's 7 times 70. So go count. If you won't keep up, multiply that, count that up, and then start counting down. You'll lose track, you'll forget, then you'll learn the principle in the process. Oh, heck, sure, I'm just going to keep on forgiving. Either that or you say, I'm tired of forgiving, I ain't going to forgive no more. It'll be one or two decisions. Okay, brothers and sisters. And lastly, financial wealth. Financial wealth. And I would assure you, if we find wealth in those previous 4, right, the wealth of the previous 4 would feed into our financial wealth. The previous 4 will feed into our financial wealth because we'll have the spirit to go out and do. The reason why we know but don't do, and the gap is between, is because there's something blocking. Many times we don't have the spirit to get up and do anything. We don't have the spirit to get up and do anything. The spirit got the capabilities, have the know-how. I just don't have the spirit. But if we're wealthy in those other 4 areas, we'll have the spirit, we'll have the mental capacity. All right? We'll believe and have faith, which is a requirement to pull yourself away from the gravitational pull of the masses of the people. Because that's what wealth is, really, brothers and sisters, is pulling ourselves away from the gravitational pull of the masses of the people. Put that in the private exclusive Facebook group. Pulling ourselves from the gravitational pull from the masses of the people. That's the only way you're going to do it spiritually. That's the only way you're going to do it physically. The only way you're going to do it mentally, relationally. Because 85% not trying to do that. They have no wherewithal. Poison animal either. Mental death. Right? So, we'll get those things. We'll get the number 5 if we get to number 4. We'll get to number 5. What happens is we start with number 5, and then we'll try to bargain with God that if you make me rich, then I'm going to give to the mosque. If you make me rich, then I'm going to take my family, treat them nice and buy them nice things. We're trying to bargain with God, and God knows that we're not going to do that. That's why he doesn't give it to us most of the time, or he gives it to us as the Quran sees so we can see what you're going to do with it. But the truth of the matter is, brothers and sisters, you know what? I've learned that the most important things in life are free. The most important things in life are free. So you really don't need money. We use money too much as an excuse. I have it because I got money. I don't have it because don't have money. I can't do it, Brother Jesse, because I don't have any money. I don't have any money. You know, I need more money. It's just money. I just money. We just use money as an excuse for everything. And you see, that becomes a mindset of ours. Whereas when an opportunity comes that doesn't require money, then we already told himself, I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money for that. You might not need any money for you to get started. You don't need any money per se to get on these Google Hangouts, BWE Live. And let me just end and share this with you, brothers and sisters. Then we'll open up for questions, question and answers. What I've learned is this. The very thing that you want the most, that you need the most, that you say, oh Allah, if you give it to me, I'll just be so grateful. Whatever that is, that's the thing, that's the very thing that you have to give up in order to get it. Let me say that again, because I got to make sure you understand this point. The very thing that you need the most is the thing that you're going to have to give up first in order to get it later. If it's money you need, you have to give up money in order to get money. We have to show God, show the universe that we trust it enough to give up the very thing that we need to get it back. See, that's the mental part. That's the spiritual part of wealth. Wealthy people have that locked down. That's why they're wealthy. They don't have no apprehensions. They're not giving grudgingly, as the Bible says. They give freely and joyously. Even if it doesn't work out. They say, oh, well, you know, that's just how it is. Oh, well, I'll make it up next time. We talking about, oh, no, don't do real estate, because I did real estate, and I put some tenants in there, man, and they skipped the rent and tore the place up. Oh, I ain't going to never do real estate no more. But we stay on the job. Never with black folks no more, because I went to this black, and they did me so bad, bro. Jesse never called me. He said the blog was going to be posted. He was going to post it up. He didn't post. He not returning my call. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. See, that's why. See this. See, believers. See, I'm not. I'd rather do business with a white man. Now he enslaved us and treated us worse than any treatment you can get from any black business. And we say we hanging in there because we feel that we don't have no other choice. We don't have no other option. Yes, you do. Get your passport. We have options. We have choices. Brothers and sisters, so put that in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. The very thing that you need the most is the thing that you're going to have to give up in order to get the very thing that you need the most. All right? That's the reality of it. If I've learned that if I want more energy, then I have to exercise. I have to go out and jog. I have to go out and run. I have to exert myself. I have to give up energy to get more energy. I can't sit on the couch like I've got a plug in the wall and I'm charging up right now. I'm gonna have so much energy. Now that does happen if we've been exhausted first. But we haven't been exhausted first. We're just gonna sit on the couch and get more energy. That's not gonna happen. You get more energy by exercising, exerting the energy, by going out there and exerting the energy before you get the energy, the extra energy we need to do the things that we need to do and we want to do in order to move forward. So, brothers and sisters, that's just in a nutshell, if you will, that we wanted to share with you tonight. Wealth. What is wealth? We know that wealth is 4 things. All right. What is wealth? So, hopefully you got something out there. Put your questions right now in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, and for the next 10 minutes or so, we'll answer those questions here in a few minutes. We'll wait for Brother Jesse to come back on. He's having technical difficulties again with that AT&T system, but as soon as he comes back on, we will go to the question and answer. Let's take this time, brothers and sisters, to put your questions in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. All right? And also at the top of the screen, we want you to go ahead and hit the like button, hit the share button, and put in BWE Live, Building Wealth. BWE Live, Building Wealth in the share button, Twitter feed, put in there hashtag BWE Live, hashtag BWE Live. The rest of them, I see our brother is back. Brother Jesse is back. I guess he went in there and smacked ATT around in the back room, told him get it back on, and so he's back here with us. So, Brother Jesse, let me know if they have any questions, and so I can answer the questions on the information that we shared tonight. You there, Brother Jesse?
Yes, sir, I am, my brother. Can you hear me?
Absolutely, coming in loud and clear.
All right, wonderful. Well, we only have one question tonight. Most people have posted many jewels from you tonight, Brother Darrell. Excellent, excellent presentation. All praises due to Allah. So the only question that we have tonight comes from Sister Jennifer. She wanted to know, is it a good idea to start a business venture even if it wasn't a passion, just to be able to say you are a business owner?
Of course not. That's what jobs are for.
Wow.
That's what jobs are for. The job that you work out, that we work at, is a business owner's passion, or we assume it was his passion. That's why he or she started it, and we work there. No, this gets you a job. No, says we should really start focusing on doing the things that we love. All right. There's a group that I'm a part of called a futuristic. What is it called? Futuristic marketing, but it's dealing with the millennial generation. The millennial generation. These are those that were born in 1980 and beyond, and they are those that are becoming entrepreneurs based around their passion. Find your passion and then build a business around it. Because he says if we do something that we don't like for money, then the question is, what else will we do that we don't like for money? So you don't want to start that domino effect. If we're going to have a job, and Donald Trump said it best, everybody can't be an entrepreneur. All right? That's a very small percentage of the people who are really entrepreneurs. Okay? So that's not for everybody. That's why I say get out of debt. Everybody can be, quote unquote, everybody can be debt free. Everybody can't be entrepreneur, because who would work at the gas station if he owned his own business? Okay? So no, sister. Find you a company, find out what your passion is, and find a business that does it. Why live our life? We got a job we ain't passionate about. We're going to start a business we not passionate. What else we going to do that we not passionate about? So how life will be full of passion, but everything I do, I'm not passionate about? Absolutely not. Unequivocally no. If that's the case, just go get you a job, or keep the job you have and figure out what your passion is. Find a job that does that, and then go start your business that does that. Because Jim Rohn says it best. Your job is to pay your bills. Your business is to build your dreams. So don't curse a business. Don't curse a job. I learned that not too long ago. We as entrepreneurs in the nation, you work for the white man? Please. You use your job to pay your bills and to keep your dream alive. Because you got to feed into your dreams. Your business not going to make money from day one. Well, how's it going to stay afloat? It's going to be this job that you cussing, that you hate, that you're showing being ungrateful for, that Allah might take from you because you're being ungrateful for it. Now you don't have any job. And now your dream going to die because you don't have any money to feed into your dreams. So absolutely not. Don't entertain the thought again. All right, Brother Jesse, any other questions?
I'm looking here, my brother. I don't see any other questions. I think the message was definitely clear and concise tonight. Okay, here we go.
Well, praise be
the
to
next
Allah.
question. We got another question coming from Sister Cheryl Muhammad. She asks, do you believe in the law of attraction? How to manifest, and how do we manifest wealth through the law of attraction?
Absolutely, I believe in the law of attraction. Absolutely. Well, sisters, there's books out there. The Bible tells us, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You know, Scripture talks about praying never ceasing. The Quran talks about the remembrance of Allah as the greatest force. Yeah. What you focus on materializes. Right? What you focus on materializes. That's why for those of us who still want to pursue wealth, when clarity comes, we still want to pursue wealth. When we're clear on the responsibility and the sacrifice that's necessary, we still want to pursue wealth. Then we have to give it our all. I want your mind, your body, and your soul. That's what God wants. So it's all. It's not partial. It's all. So our thinking has to constantly be on, you know, God's righteousness. And Brother Nuri said it best. I mean, he wants us to have. Because see, the enemy knows that if he makes money your Achilles heel, if he makes money the biggest distraction in your life, because, you know, gas is always going up, and oh Lord, insurance is going up, and oh Lord, cable is going up, and oh Lord, not cell phones, that gonna come down, but then he knows he can keep you distracted. That's why, in truth, brothers and sisters, we gotta get money out of the way. We can't live as long as every time you try to make progress, you gotta tell money, oh, excuse me, I'm trying to get by. Get it out the way. Meaning, get what you need to get to your next destination. It's like a plane. Get the $450 for your plane ticket so you can get to your destination. Because money is in the way between you and getting on the plane. So get the money, get it out the way, and get on your plane. So absolutely, sister, absolutely attraction. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we just got to focus on it. That's why meditation is important. That's why visualization is important. That's why sister does yoga. That's why yoga is important. To quiet the mind. To quiet your mind so you can control your mind and stop letting media, mass media, bombard our thinking and our minds. See, they're telling us to focus on, but we have to determine what that is. So absolutely, sister, ain't no doubt about it. Ain't no doubt about it. And Minister Farrakhan said in Closing the Gap that we should use the teaching of Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad as a litmus test, as an umbilical cord, like the baby has to filter what we get from the world to determine what is good, what is right, what is truth. So if we're studying in the teachings, we understand the fundamental principles and teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. When we read the law of attraction, we'll be able to see this is exactly what the messenger taught. They are bearing witness to the messenger, not the other way around. They are bearing witness to. They're bearing witness to. Right? So that means what this person is saying in this book is absolutely correct, because that's what the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches us. So as long as we don't get it confused and think it's the other way around, we'll be all right. All right? We'll be all right. But absolutely, so I got all those books. I remember when The Secret first came out, it had to be in 88, because I looked at one of my books today, and it was dated in 88, and he was on The Secret. James Arthur Ray. Lisa Nichols, a sister, was on The Secret. All right? A brother, Michael Beckworth, out of L.A., he's on The Secret. She's known as Abraham. I forgot her name, on The Secret. Oh yeah, Bob Proctor is on The Secret. All those people's on The Secret. I would say 80% of them, I have their books or audios or something. I got Bob Proctor's books, his audio. Okay, so yes, ma'am, sister, the universe is ours. We're the gods of what? The universe. So we should know what the laws are, and we should tap into them on purpose and intentionally. So that's my answer, Brother Jesse. Any other questions?
Yes, sir. We got one more question before Pookie Muhammad starts tuning up with the call to prayer. This coming from Brother Marcus Muhammad. Our brother asks, what is the #1 book that you recommend as a good read for changing our wealth building mindset?
That must be a trick question, huh?
Wait for it. We'll wait.
Right? Yeah. No, I'm not wealth building. The correct answer to that, brother, is the answer that the messenger gave us, the exalted Christ. The Holy Quran, is the Holy Quran. And let me tell you the reason why. In our reading, I started noticing the word wealth is in the Quran. I started noticing that now. Jumped off the page, wealth. But what I did several months ago, I have several hadiths. So I took the hadiths that I had and I pulled them off the shelf and I started looking up, land and airship and anything that had to do with wealth to get an understanding of the prophet's perspective on wealth during his time and Allah's perspective on wealth through the prophet. Okay? Because if we're going to be Muslim, then we need to lead with that banner. We need to lead with understanding how Prophet Muhammad generated wealth in his days. He had a whole ummah, a community where they had to eat. They had to have somewhere to stay. Right? They had to, what did they do? They said Mother Khadijah, his wife Khadijah was wealthy. She came from a wealthy family. Well, what did they do? What did they do? Oh, she was wealthy. So when Prophet Muhammad married her, he had wealth. Now the ummah, the community had wealth. See, that's what scholars do. They go back and they study, right? And they do research and they find stuff that hasn't been taught or expounded upon or have been written about. And they write about it and make it known to the people. So that's what we have to do. And that way we won't be so quick and won't be found guilty and won't, I believe, in my opinion, won't upset Allah by taking these other folks who've done the research, who've synthesized it and made it so easy for us just to go buy the book and read it instead of going into our book, into the Quran and digging through, because it's just not there on the front shelf in the front, because that's not the priority of Allah. But we got to dig down and say, okay, wealth found in the Quran. Let me go down to the footnote and see what does it mean. And was that the Medina period or the Meccan period? Let me get some more information. Let me better understand. See, just like the Allah team write these books about God and proving the teachings through the Quran. Well, who in the nation, as it pertains to wealth, is going to go into our teachings, go into the Quran, go into the history of the Prophet and pull it out and write a book on that and say, here you go. Here it is right here. This is where Allah, allows and permits and encourages wealth for his believers. Here's what he wants us to be wealthy. We heard Brother Nuri said, the minister said in Philadelphia, he don't want no broke believers. Well, that should be enough for us. The rest is just information. If he say he don't want no broke believers, then right there we should have been focusing on upping our game, wherever it is. He said he don't want no broke believer. Sure, I'm gonna make sure I ain't on that list. I ain't on the broke believer list. Okay? So let's start with the Quran. We start with Allah. At the top of the list of wealth was spiritual. At the bottom was financial. Thank you for your question, brother.
Beautiful.
But Jesse, any other questions?
Yes, sir.
Let me see if I can call it, brother, because I said that I was gonna. Go ahead.
We got one more question. One last question from Sister Kadara. She wanted to know, brother.
One last question. Then I'm gonna call, brother.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What if you have a plethora of passions? How do you choose or decide which to start with?
Well, just anything else, sister, you got to prioritize. And you prioritize by quantifying, meaning that you have which one gives you the most desire. Well, they're all equally. Well, narrow it down. You got to narrow it down. Go through the process. Many times, brothers and sisters, discovery is in the process. You don't discover anything sitting on your couch. You discover leaving your house and starting the process of discovery. So sit down and say, here are the 10 things. Which one brings me the most joy? Which one brings me the most joy? And what kind of joy does it bring me? Personal satisfaction? Does it bring me joy because other people benefit from it? So you just have to sit down in the quiet of your mind and ask Allah to help you to discern which one, and then go out there and improve and see if that is the one. So number two, I seem to like more than number one, even though I thought it just seemed like number one would be it. But when I went out there and did it, I just got so much joy from number two. Seemed like people are just more willing to receive number two than number one. You know? So that's how I would do it, sister. But God bless you if you got a plethora. You need to give some of those to somebody else if you got a plethora. But choose, make a list, choose your top 1, 2, 3, or 4, and go out there and try them and see which one actually, gives you the greatest joy, satisfaction, and passion. And then keep on coming to BW Live, and we'll show you how to build an income model, a revenue model, a business around your passion. Because I can guarantee you, you're not the only one in America, the only one in the world with that same passion. There's a gentleman that I studied for years when I first got into online marketing. His name is, I forgot his name. But anyway, he came up with a product and made a lot of money because he stayed in Idaho. Idaho is known for potatoes, right? He came up with a video showing you how to make a potato gun. That's an activity or event that's exclusive to Idaho. They have potato shooting contests. I guess they got so many potatoes, they just waste them by having contests. But because he lived up there, he came up with an idea of making a video on how to make a potato gun. And do you know he made hundreds of thousands of dollars with that? I'm only saying that whatever passion you have, many people have that passion, enough for you to probably quit your job. All right? Thank you for your question. So, Brother Jesse, that being the last question, let me call Brother Ayani, I believe his name is, because I do want to, since Sister Diane, she was the first to text me to highlight her business, but she says that I can't call her. She's not able, I can't reach her. So, Sister Diane, if you're there, if you can call me, I sent you a text asking you to call me. But if you can't call me, we'll just do that next time. So, let me call Ayani real quick, give him 1 minute, and then tell Pookie Muhammad to get ready, Brother Jesse.
Oh, brother, he's scratching his throat right now, brother. You can smell the food, brother. We see the dates, brother. We see the dates. I heard a joke real quick. I heard somebody text one of my friends that was participating in Ramadan with me. He said, man, you realize that Ramadan is the only time a black man got a date every night? I said, man, you so cool.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
That's a Christian brother.
That's a good one. And they be doing some dating. Assalamu alaikum. This is Brother Daryl from Black Wealth Empowerment, brother. Pronounce your name Ayani? Allende. Excuse me, brother. I mispronounced your name. Well, brother, you're on Black Wealth Empowerment Live. I said I was going to call one of the members, the believers who have a business, and give them a 1 minute to highlight the business. Brother Jesse, can you hear brother pretty good?
Is that Brother Allende with the bow ties?
Yes, sir. That's Brother Allende with the bow tie. Brother Allende, say something so we can see if we're picking you up clear.
Yeah.
Can you hear him, Brother Jesse?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Go right ahead, Brother Allende. Tell us about your product, what makes it so good, the value you bring to the marketplace, and if they want to buy it, how can they reach you? Go ahead.
All right, yes, assalamu alaikum, everyone. As said, my name is Brother Ayinde Muhammad. My business is AYM Ties. They are handcraft and hand stitch bow ties for brothers, mainly for brothers in the nation, but for brothers that want to look clean in general. What makes my product unique, I believe, is the kind of material that and those are $7 as well.
Okay, very good, brother. That's very good. Yeah, that converting straight ties to bow ties. That's a very good approach. That's a good product niche. Now, how can they reach you if they wanted to buy some of your bow ties?
Yes, sir. They can reach me via Twitter at AY Family Ties. They can reach me on Instagram, same name at AY Family Ties. They can also email me, familyties.bowties@hotmail.com. Again, familyties.bowties@hotmail.com. And also, lastly, my website will be up very shortly. So just stay tuned, and inshallah, ayfamilyties.com will be out very shortly.
Praise be to Allah, brother. Who's doing your website?
Brother Artem from Miami, Florida.
Okay, good. Another believer, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Because I was going to refer you to Sister Nita Muhammad. Okay. All right, brother. Well, thank you very much for participating. Thanks for sending your text to us so we can highlight your business. And may Allah bless you, brother. And hurry up and put your information, put it in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group one more time, because see, as other people enter, put in information in the group, yours pushes down. So you always want to, every so often, post it back up so it can stay in front of them. So, brother, Allende, that's how you pronounce it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, brother, for participating in Black Wealth Empowerment Live. May Allah continue to bless you and your family and spread the word, and we'll see you back on the live broadcast, okay?
Okay, yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. Brother said that's Brother Allende with the bow ties. You heard it. He explained to you the difference between his bow ties and other folks' bow ties. So that's very, very important to have a unique, what they call USP, a unique selling proposition. We'll get into that when we talk about sales. You got to love sales. If nothing is sold, we won't have anything to look at, all right, if it wasn't for sales. So learn, change the mindset of sales, and we'll go to that more later. All right, Brother Jesse, let's see what's happening in the private elusive Facebook group, and we'll make some closing comments, and we'll call it a night.
Yes, sir. Well, first again, Brother Dad, we want to thank you for the excellent presentation that you gave us tonight. All of these nuggets and jewels have been shared inside of the Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. We want to thank everybody who participated tonight, who stayed with us during the extended time, who participated, who promoted their businesses, who interacted with one another, who still conversating, who posted the questions, who shared on Facebook, Twitter, who shared on Instagram, Pinterest. We appreciate every little bit that you have done tonight, and we want to thank Brother Rasul Muhammad for coming on for sure, and Brother Allende, we want to thank him. And I want to make a note, Brother Dow, the Brother Artem that's doing his website is a member of the Black Wealth Empowerment Group. So our brother is getting business coming out of this group, brother. So therefore, we now have two young brothers doing business with one another, and I am an advocate and a consistent promoter of Allende's family ties. As a matter of fact, I wore one of his bow ties today, and people can see it on Facebook of me looking fly in his DE Transform collection. So that's it on the end of the Black Wealth Empowerment. I think Pookie Muhammad is tuning up. So as soon as you close out, it's on and popping over here, Brother Dow.
Okay, all right, brothers and sisters, let's close in comments. Black Wealth Empowerment needs a graphic designer. We need a graphic designer. If you would like to donate your services to Black Wealth Empowerment for exchange, for advertisement and being our exclusive graphic designer, please contact Brother Jesse, jesse@blackwealthempowerment.com. Once again, speakers, contact Brother Jesse. Those of you in business, you need to be added to that list so you can be on the conference call this week with Brother Jesse. Either those 15 are already on the list, and also all business owners and those who want to be part of the speakers platform here at BWE Live. Reach Brother Jesse at jesse@blackwealthempowerment.com. And anything pertaining to business, Anything pertaining to the free advertisement spots, if you're interested in those, please get with me. That's why we need a designated graphic designer. So you can go to that graphic designer person and get your free design by them. But go ahead and start emailing me now so I can have a list. So when we do get our graphic designer, we'll already have a list of customers, clients for him or her to go ahead and make those flyers for the free advertisement. I can be reached at Darrell@blackwealthempowerment.com. That's DARRELL at blackwealthempowerment.com. All right, brothers and sisters, coming up August 3rd, we have again Brother Rodney Assad Muhammad, the Courage Coach. He will be back on August 3rd, so make sure you're back next week. He has a special message that you're going to love, so make sure you're back next week. Remember, brothers and sisters, come back to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group during the week, because we'll be posting information you need to take your business to the next level. And also make sure you come back to network. We want to start hearing testimonies every week. We want to start hearing testimonies of the power of the networking, the live virtual networking within Black Wealth Empowerment. So make sure you come back, you practice what we preach. We want to make sure we circulate the dollar within Black Wealth Empowerment, the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. With that being said, brothers and sisters, we want to thank you once again for your participation. I want to move to close out with another song from Brother Rasul, if I can pull it up, from his album, The Language of My Soul, that you can get at Amazon. You can get at CD Baby. You can get at Amazon. You can get at iTunes. This one, let's go with the one that he wrote about his father, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So as we queue up for that, brothers and sisters, on behalf of Brother Jesse and myself, we want to thank you once again for being a part of Black Wealth Empowerment Live Google Hangout number 8 and counting. So with that being said, I leave you as I came before you in greeting words of peace as we queue up this song by Brother Rasul. Father, you will always be. We leave you in the greeting words of peace of Assalamu alaikum. Let me see. It won't load up, Brother Jesse. Let it stay up so the believers can hear this beautiful song by Brother Rasul Muhammad. Okay, there we go.
You shared.
I don't know why it's stopping.
No matter how far away I go, there's still remains deep inside. They became the center of my life, even as I wrote this song. Father, I love you so, you will always forever be in my life. Father, you will always be. Even as a boy, my pride, my joy was sending my soul out. No matter how heavy it would be, Father, you time for me. Oh, now I realize what I have inside. God-given love for you. Father, Father, I love you so. And you will always, forever be my world, in my way, in my need, forever. Ever, never, my word, in my way, in my need, in my life. I've often wondered, how could this be? Such a man, a father to me. Forgiving his life, not just for me. The least I can do is bow down and pray. And now I realize what I have inside, a God-given love for you. Father, Father, I love you so, and you will always, forever be my way, my need, Father, you will always be in my life, in my ways, in my deeds. Never, never, Father, you will always be my way, in my deeds. In my words, in my way, in my deeds. And everything I say, in my way, in my deeds. Father, oh yeah, Father, I'll always be forever, ever, ever in my life, Father.
All right, brothers and sisters, that is Brother Rasul, Father, I'll Always Be. You can find it at Google Play, Amazon.com, iTunes, CD Baby. And we're happy that you joined us tonight for our broadcast. On behalf of Brother Jesse and myself, we would like to thank you for being with us as we close out these screens and say good night. Good night. Assalamu alaikum.